What's up, boys and girls? Highway Jack back at you. The reason it's so odd is I'm using my Canon T5 instead of my camcorder because of some other issues. But anyway, I was going to do a battle belt review on a setup I put together, and did a class this past weekend with a max loadout, a 3-tier loadout. This is the belt I ran. I'll go over that in just a minute. I'll tell you what I had attached to it. This awesome, badass Green Force Tactical drop leg holster, and it's got a nice quick release hood on it. This is a tag drop leg rig, which is too big for this. I'm going to cut that down and get something else. Do a review on that later. Awesome gift. Alright, again, max loadout 3-tier system, more ammo than needed, but wanted to see how the belt held up. Was also running this tag, I believe. Yeah, shellback tactical tag, 4 mag, M4 AR, drop leg, sub load, but only ran this basically for the weight to see how the holster would hold up. And let's get right to that. So that to the side. Go over that later. Alright, basic rig. What you see here is all Condor stuff, believe it or not. Yeah, all Condor. Even the belt. Alright, one thing I'll have you notice. Again, I did have it max load, but if you look, just with a few outings of this belt, the top of the belt is starting to roll over. And the reason that is, the weight is pulling the belt down. Now, what do I have on the belt that would cause such? You just saw the 4 mag and the drop leg. I've got a flashlight, multi-tool, IFAK, dump pouch, of course, doesn't weigh anything, canteen, and 2 mag pistol and 2 mag AR carrier. So, really, yeah, the belt does have some weight on it. There's no doubt about that. I did not run it with a suspender, H-harness or anything. I run it just as you see it, or ran it, I guess I should say. And I'll tell you, within a couple of hours of doing drills with this thing, man, it was, I had to pull the belt up, tightened it up. Again, I'd already run this at another class and several range trips. Not quite as loaded. I didn't have a full canteen. Actually, I didn't have a canteen on it at all. I put that on for this past weekend because of the weather, and we were out there, and I didn't want to run a hydration on my back. But always, everything else has always been there, and really was kind of pleased with the way it turned out. But after loading the thing up with my sub load and drop leg, which really the drop leg doesn't weigh squat. The pistol, you know, a little bit, 20 ounces, 26 ounces maybe loaded mag. But man, I'll tell you, in the video, if you watch my carbine class video from this past weekend, you'll see me constantly pulling the left side up. And look at the contour of the belt even. You can see it's rolled because of the weight pulling down on it. And what's weird about that, or what bothered me, is the sub load is actually on the belt itself. You know, it's harnessed in the belt. It's not on the battle belt, the war belt. It's actually on the Condor belt going across. Excuse me. And I was going to run get a Cobra belt and run through this thing from SOE because their stuff's just, you know, badass. You know, no doubt about it. It works. But I got to be honest, this belt is going to be, the battle belt itself is going to be reduced to minimal requirements. Probably going to probably get rid of this, put some pistol mags on it. This, of course, will come off. That was primarily just for this past weekend. The dump pouch will come off. And maybe even the IFAK, and just use the thing as a quick grab, bump in the night kind of belt. I don't even know if I'll do that with it, to be honest. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Not real pleased with it. I see guys out there running, you know, some higher end belts, and yeah, you expect more from higher end belts, but I'll tell you, I did not expect this side to really crap out like it did. And in the video, when I started out, the thing rode real well, stayed snug, and I wasn't running, I was instructing. I'd ran a couple of drills just to demonstrate, but nowhere near like I would if I had been out actually training hard with this thing. So again, this is a piece of Condor kit. I know, you know, everybody budget minded has got to have, you know, their budget, and I can totally respect that. But you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe you know, I just had the thing overloaded. But really on this side, guys, and gals, I mean, the only weight here, really pulling the belt down, the battle belt that is, with the webbing, is the canteen and, you know, the double mag pouch, you know, or taco pouch, however you want to term it. But, I mean, look at the belt. Kind of flat here, you know. It sticks up because of the buckle, you know, or the wraparound for the thigh rig. But look at this one. I mean, it's really pulled over. Now, I've looked online for a inexpensive H harness because, quite honestly, if I'm going to wear a battle belt, I don't want to have a harness under my plate carrier. And if I do, it can't have buckles. Can't have buckles, and I'm motioning to my chest right now because I don't want that rubbing up against my chest under the plate carrier. So, you know, again, just a quick review of not real satisfied with the Condor Battle Belt. I know you guys out there, some of you guys run them. Everything has its limitations, and I guess I just overloaded this belt for what, you know, the money spent on the Condor rig. But if you're going to load it up similar to this, I know a lot of guys won't have the canteen. You'll have your hydration on your back, which if you ride in a vehicle is a pain in the butt to do. And the IFAC, you know, is a GI IFAC, doesn't weigh squat. So again, you know, I got 4 mags is really the only weight on this thing, and it doesn't hold up really well. You know, 2 AR mags and 2 M&P mags. So after running it just a short period of time, you know, I mean, probably 20, maybe 30 hours. I doubt that much, guys. Probably more like 20 hours of range time and drills. And this thing, I'm telling you, all day Saturday I had to keep pulling it up, and almost took the subload off, but I didn't because I wanted to see how bad it was going to get. And if you watch the video, you'll see my subload starts out right where I have it planted, and it just kind of drags down, and you know, where your pants is turning, even though the tag subload is great. It's got the rubber inside your pants, but I mean, just the weight pulling down, and then when I would move, the belt would move, and you know, I'd tighten up my subload, and it wound up sitting back here, which is not what you want. You want everything to stay in place. Now, granted, I probably, you know, with running 6 mags on my chest and 2 on my belt, I really wouldn't run the subload. You know, I had it just to load the belt up and see how well it come out. That's a lot of freaking mags to have on your body. You figure 6, 8, 10, 12 mags, you know, is more than you're going to carry, you know, unless you're going out on a 3-day patrol, not planning on coming back, and then you got some backup with you know, a follow-up vehicle or what have you. But yeah, that's more mags than you'd carry typically. But I was just curious, and this right here, you know, I don't know how well you can see it because I've never used this camera to video, but look at the roll in that. Uncomfortable as crap. Let me tell you, it's just, it was miserable. But again, I was instructing a class. I didn't want to have to stop and deal with it, and basically really wanted to see what it was going to go. But I got what I expected out of my money. The pouches, minus the canteen, I think I had 80 to 100 bucks in everything you see here. So for a Benjamin, yeah, you know, I got what I paid for, bottom line, and it is what it is, and you know, that's just the bottom line. If you want good equipment to last you and hang tough, you see my protector there, Annabelle, she's wondering what the heck's going on. I got everything crammed in my office right now, it's a mess, but you know, I would definitely save your money, boys and girls, and go with a better belt, you know, whether it's a tag war belt, HSGI, you know, there's a bazillion that you can pick from out there. The Condor stuff, you know, not impressed, and I'm not, you know, everybody, again, like I said, is budget minded, but if it were up to me, and it is, I will be replacing this. This will be going secondary to, who knows, maybe for a student that needs a belt. You know, I may have a couple of mag pouches on it, may just leave these 2 mag pouches on it for somebody to go to and leave the drop leg hook up for a thigh rig, and if somebody doesn't have anything or their stuff craps out in a class, let them use it. But not impressed, won't be running this rig. You know, probably not even at the class this weekend. I'll just go back to running belt keepers and a Cobra belt from SOE, along with a operator's rigger's belt for my drop leg, and that'll be it. But anyway, there you go, guys and gals. Highway Jack, Striker Firearms Training, Jack Dupree, the real name. You guys know me as Highway Jack from the Highways and Byways, but not impressed with the Condor kit stuff. Is what it is. All right, so hey, God bless America, God bless you. Carry on.
See ya.